Lots to trip on right here, especially paint cans. That's the really good one, because then you land your ass in a puddle of paint. So every summer for about 10 years or so, I would take one or two art students from UNC and we'd paint some murals together, and they would learn how to do it. There's a certain style that involves actual brushwork and a high degree of drawing. They are in the libraries, they're in restaurants, they're in homes, they're in everywhere. There's a lot of them around Chapel Hill. I've been doing it so long that some of them are now gone. That's okay, they're not meant to last forever. A sculpture student, maybe 20 years behind me, saw all the work that these interns had done, and he had just graduated and gone back to his hometown in West Virginia, Richwood, which was a very small town and a needy town, wonderful, generous, beautiful people. And so I said, well, I'll keep the interns busy this summer by taking them to West Virginia. For, I guess, 3 years or 4 years, every summer we'd go up there, and this town would put us up in somebody's house and often would feed us breakfast and dinner, and we would paint murals for them. And it became a kind of a tradition, and the kids would get the key to the city. It was just all in all a wonderful experience with wonderful people. So Jeremy, the mayor, the ex-art student, became a good friend of mine. When I heard that they had had a terrible flood and many of the buildings were washed away, I rushed right up with my pickup truck, tried to help for the day. Last thing I said to the mayor, Jeremy, was, Jeremy, you know, your high school's shot. They're gonna tear it down. If you ever get your high school back, I'll come repaint your mascot. The last job that I did up there before the flood was a 30-foot tall lumberjack. The guys doing the demolition refused to tear down the one wall with a lumberjack on it. And he looked really cool. He had a hard hat and a checker shirt and flannel and had a big axe in his hand, and they identified with it. That lumberjack standing there, that single wall, became a symbol of the town's determination to rebuild and a symbol of their civic pride. But the state engineers came through and they said, one wall standing is dangerous, you must tear it down. So they were unhappy about it, but they tore it down. Jeremy fought all the way to the state Supreme Court to get the ruling to get their school back. I thought maybe it would never happen, but they got their high school back this year. And I had to keep my promise. So I drove up there and gave them a new lumberjack. The town was super supportive and loving and gift-giving. And we worked there for a week. I renewed the old acquaintances. I poured a lot of effort into it and was very particular and tried to make it really nice. And for a town that size that never could have or afford a thing like that, it gave me a great deal of pleasure to be part of their fight, you know, and part of their pride. And you know, I was proud of us 3 art majors as well, and all my interns over the years that helped up there to do all those murals. And it made a great exclamation point to end my mural painting career for good. And at age 70, this crosses my mind occasionally that, you know, hopefully I'll have 20 years and I'll enjoy working in my studio. The interior murals, the one in the post office, the one in the gymnasium in West Virginia, and some other interiors, will outlast me. I won't know. I will be gone, but I'm here now, and it makes me feel good to think that those things will be around and that people appreciate them and appreciate my efforts and work and ideas. My wife says that I will be dragged out of this studio feet first when the time comes. Have my own cozy little place where I can paint and think. You know, take 10 minutes to just contemplate and say, wow, that looks good, that doesn't look good, that's a flop, you know, whatever, that's great, I gotta stop. That's a rich and rewarding meditational experience. It doesn't look like a meditation studio here, not at all, but it is.